Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light with the best interest of me and the collective at heart only. You are always and forever welcome into my readings, okay? Please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. I just washed my hands. We're about to get ashy. So, this is a Ganesh reading, okay? Welcome to any new subscribers, okay? Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thanks so very much for coming, and thanks for coming back, okay? So, hold up, let me just rub this here lotion in. All right. So what is the overall energy? We got ancient divine blood, okay, and we got lucid dreams, okay. So you are, of course, beautiful, ancient, having all of the ancient divine blood running through your veins, okay, at all times. So please embrace that. Please be constantly aware of that, okay. Pay much attention to the dreams that you're getting at this time. I feel like they're very powerful, okay. You could be having, you could be dreaming about certain animals. What's their dreams telling them about, okay? The Six of Wands, okay. Your dreams are predicting some sort of public recognition or some sort of personal revelation you need to make, because she's looking in the mirror, but also like the Six of Wands is about, other people seeing you in a certain kind of light, or you being pushed to the top or pushed into the spotlight in some sort of way. So maybe you making some sort of realization about you and your ancient divine blood, and the abilities that you carry, or whatever it is that you're able to do in this lifetime. Like, maybe once you start to see these things about yourself, it'll make it a lot clearer to other people, like what kind of beautiful energy you carry, okay? We got the Hermit. You could be like getting snatched up out of hermit mode at this time, okay? You could be a Virgo, or you could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? I feel like Spirit's making you very aware of the way that you mirror the divine, or the wisdom of the divine, making you very aware that you are the star, so therefore you have nothing to be like sad over or have to worry about. You don't have to worry about, sudden changes, or maybe some sudden changes, but not negative ones is really the energy that I'm getting, okay? Like, maybe you feel like you've been putting in all of this hard work, and you have to worry that things are going to crumble, or that you won't be a success, or that this wheel won't stay turned in your favor. But that's just not nothing that you have to worry about. So much love is coming into you from the divine, with the Empress energy and the Seven of Pentacles. You are a master, a beautiful lover of yourself and of others, and that's really, at the end of the day, all you need to be here, all you need to like really sit with and know, that's all you need to be here, is kind of what I said, okay? All you need is the awareness of this in order to really truly be here, and to find happiness here, and to grow into a better version of yourself here. So don't be afraid to like come out of hermit mode, or to like share, your light or your beauty, or to like give yourself the credit for things that you've been able to accomplish, or whatever. Like, you might have people trying to like suppress you, suppress your beauty, suppress your growth, trying to make it seem like, oh, well, the things you do, they're really not a big deal. But I think you've done amazing things. I think you've healed from some fabulous things that are totally noteworthy. And it's okay if other people don't want to give you your props for those things. You need to give yourself those kinds of talks, and that kind of encouragement, okay? Because it comes from the outside of you a lot, okay? We got Gorilla. It says, a special combo that is all too rare in the world. You have stories of inner strength you may not realize, You might look at yourself like, oh, it's just me. I'm not that strong. What am I really supposed to do? But please, let's not talk to ourselves like that. Let's talk to ourselves like, oh, hell yeah, like, I got this. But God said I'm powerful. I could do anything I set my mind to, and I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? Just me and God, no matter what anyone else thinks, Like, looking at yourself like you're worthy of this public recognition. Like you're worthy of this beautiful divine blood that you carry and all of these amazing downloads and help that you get in your dreams. We got duck, okay, with connect to feelings, make heart-based decisions, clarity, family, love, violence, intuition, hurting, and protection of feelings, you know. You could be the type who's definitely very protective of your feelings. Maybe you've been through like certain violent situations with your family or with situations like that in the past, you know. A lot of hurting that you had to heal from, and a lot of protective energy that has been put in the place of all of those hurts and all of those violent things, you know. But I think it's still, I mean, it's like that PTSD kind of effect, you know. Not to say that it's like that you can't heal from PTSD or anything like that, but I think you still just get like certain ripples of these things floating back to you at times, and it makes you practice a lot of personal protection and even get very selfish and like close off to yourself. But I think that's very healthy for you in the way that you're learning to heal and grow. Okay, like you're a real armadillo, you know. You can be out and open and share with people or whatever, but if you get like a whiff of too much of the past, you know, or too much of that energy that you feel you've healed from, you'll close it right up. You'll put that protective shell up, and no one's going to be able to access you in any type of way. But that is a strength, okay? Just as long as you're not like taking it outside of you, you know, or being very defensive with other people, or even being too defensive with spirit, trying to protect yourself from the blessings they're bringing in, you know. Like try to stay very open and allow them to like like the energy got really like soft, okay? Like allowing the divine to pour that beautiful, soft, compassionate, wise type of energy within you as you receive much more recognition from the people around you and outside of you, what kind of energy and power you really are carrying, you know? Like you could be really glowing, you could be looking much better than you think you look to people, you know. Like I think people look at you and they think like you're so beautiful or you're so handsome, you know. But it's like a beauty, like no matter your sex, you know. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, like people see this beautiful like glow that you have about you. And I think this is something that maybe you overprotect yourself because you want to hide this, you know. Yeah, look at this, the lone wolf, you know. Maybe you want to like hide yourself. You feel like you're better off alone, or whenever you do allow that to shine out around people, you know, people tend to try to like flock to you and cause some sort of issue. Like you don't like people getting in the way of your spiritual independence. Like I feel like it took you a lot to like break off from the status quo. Like you could come from like a very religious type of background or religious family, or just a family where they feel like they need to order every single step that you take, you know. And you're just not that kind of energy. You're a very free spirit. So know that there is a difference between overprotecting yourself and trusting your instincts, you know. Trusting your instincts tends to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more loose, and it makes it more apparent where you're meant to go next on your own path, you know, or what's the next lesson that you're meant to walk into, you know. But if you're being too selfish with your energy, not only are you kind of holding back the healing that you're meant to give other people from the things that you've been through, but it is totally possible for you to be too protective of yourself, where you're kind of pulling trust from your angels and guides because you're trying to micromanage the protection they're already giving you. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a way of telling them that you don't really trust your life with them, you know? So just watch that and just like communicate with the guides about this, okay? We got alligator, okay? Spiritual cleansing and healing should be respected, okay? Ingest knowledge and wisdom. So learning as much as you can, absorbing as much information about yourself, and really believing the information that you hear, believing what you follow your instincts to that spirit teaches you about yourself is going to be very important at this time. Because he's saying like the highest form of wisdom, you are extremely self-aware, right? Because the people who aren't aware of themselves or aware of the energy that they put off or aware of the way that their behavior affects others or the world, then they do a lot of reckless things, and they don't have as much wisdom or as much knowledge because they're so unaware of the self. So just I feel like as you grow into this self-awareness or as you grow into this energy where you understand yourself and the actions that you're taking and you understand your protection a little bit more, that things are going to like start to loosen up. What else? Oh, okay, we got the anteater. Okay, it says a time to dig beneath the surface and see the truth lying buried. Process and be fearless when preserving the truth. Okay, so you are a preserver of truth. Your DNA is full of facts, full of a lot of knowledge, and that's why it's so important to dig deep beneath the surface within ourselves and focus on what's important, what needs to be healed, because there's always truth buried beneath those cleansing processes that we do with the divine within ourselves. Okay, yeah, we got lizard with adapt to anything, take care of selves well, and quick growth. As long as you're willing to adapt, you're operating in these situations knowing you are protected and you're taking care of yourself very well and talking to yourself nicely, motivating yourself and believing the things that God says is true for you. You make this beautiful quick growth. But if you slide into that like cold-blooded energy and you get petty with people and you get too introverted, then that has the ability to like slow your growth or slow your progress. Okay, so just make sure that you kind of stay away from that. Try to stay grounded and comfortable in your own solitude. Like take time to rest, because a lot of us be in hermit mode, but we don't always be rested. Like sometimes hermit mode can get a little crazy. Hermit mode can have you overthinking, but only because hermit mode is a time of investigation. You're supposed to come in and out of hermit mode as you progress forward or as you raise higher and higher in your energy. It says heavy earth and masculine energy don't always have to be destructive. And I think this is what, Ganesh and other guides in your life are helping you with how to properly yield that earth and masculine energy that can sometimes seem very heavy and destructive on accident. It's like getting superpowers, getting super strength, like how they do on TV, and then you just try to open the door soft, but the whole door breaks off. It's like sometimes your energy can be like that, especially when you're adjusting to a new level, and it'll push you back into that place where you want to like overprotect your own energy and just get really selfish and get really separate. But you're not going to really, the heroes, they don't learn how to like wield the energy or this real power until they learn to save others or learn to help others or learn to do something very constructive with that energy. So I feel like that's what they're saying, to tap into that wisdom that you have collected to yourself. You have to go out and use it, put it to use. What do you want to use it for? And are you going to spend more energy pushing out the beautiful heart transmissions that are within you for others, or are you going to spend that energy trying to overly protect yourself when they've already promised and told you that you're protected because of how wisdom you are, okay, because of how wise you are, and all of this knowledge and energy that you hold and carry that's meant to be released specifically through you for the world to benefit from. What's gorilla and the duck? We got the talisman. Okay, so I feel like there are lots of signs and reminders along your path, but I feel like in the past you overly reacted to a lot of things. Okay, so they're teaching you to deal with with certain energies over and over again, but just in like different ways. Okay, giving you a lot of different perspectives on certain things that are able to happen, giving you different perspectives on your family, on what clarity looks like to you in your life, on what your intuition really truly is saying at that time. and really identifying which situations you're going to walk into that are going to hurt you or going to make you happier, and even changing your perspective on, does anything even really truly have the power to hurt me now that I've grown and ingested this much wisdom and knowledge? You know what I mean? Like, why does these certain things still have an ability to hurt me or to bother me? I feel like this is how they're helping you to dig deep, okay? So don't think like you're overthinking anything or you're not thinking about things responsibly. What is this? Okay, the shadow. They're helping you to do some sort of shadow work and to bring a death to some sort of energy that's kind of making you doubt this beautiful, divine, ancient power that you hold within yourself, Like, you're awesome. You dope as fuck, okay? And you even more dope because you my soul family, okay? I know you got swag. I know you can be very smooth. I know that you are just beautiful all around. And know that, like, it's okay to heal these shadows and to show everybody what it is that you got, what it is you can do, who it is that you are. And don't worry so much about anyone harshly judging you or, feeling the need to give they fucking unsolicited opinions about who you are or the way that you deliver what it is that you do. You could do it, okay? And it might seem a little rough and people might not understand that shit at first, but it becomes something so beautiful, something so wonderful the more you let these things that don't serve you die off from within you. Because all of that is kind of like dirt in your blood, if that makes any sense. It kind of clogs up certain arteries and things like that. This is how they're putting it to me. Like the wisdom and the knowledge and the faith and love, those energies being sort of like a blood thinner that clears up any like clots or anything like that, and make sure that everything's running smoothly within yourself. But it requires a certain level of trust. Yeah, we got focus, okay? So they're wanting to clear your focus, okay? Wanting to help you transmute all of these different things that it's only a matter of time that you're going to transmute anyway, When we step into these these sort of like jobs that we do for the divine, this is something they already know we're going to accomplish in divine time. And not only that, they know exactly, like they know our soul. They know exactly, you know what I mean, what words is going to piss us off. They know exactly what situation is going to amp up the stress and give us the opportunity to react differently, They know you so well, okay? And so it's all tailored specifically to you. I've said this before, but it all leads to this beautiful new life where you are truly affluent at a soul level. You become rich, you become golden, you become wise beyond anything that exists upon this earth because you begin to mirror the divine. And this is something that you are absolutely doing, but there's still certain things that you may need to release, is all that they're saying, Like you might be in your own way when it does come to like public recognition and things like that. But just stay courageous and keep on, staying true to the course, What's talisman and shadow? So we got house 5, okay, with passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity, some shadow getting in the way of you allowing much more of this to come out, But like I said, there is that family trauma, violence type of past coming out here for you, So it would make sense why you can't just always slip into that inner child energy and just be there, Like I think that's a place that you're still healing to. But they're saying like you won't regret if you focus on just releasing this, or ask for the help that you need, ask for more wisdom on divine time and more wisdom on what it is that really truly does need to die within you. What is it you should be focusing on transmuting? And can you guys, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, can you guys help me, assist me in transmuting anything that is in the way of this public recognition or of this, successful place that you guys see me going, that is for the betterment of me and everyone around me? We got earth energy right here, okay? Somebody could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but I said Virgo already, okay? That's highly significant. But I feel like you're very persistent also, so I feel like there's nobody that can make you, that could stop you or to sway you in any way, but you. So that's why a lot of your signs and symbols and things come through you, okay? Like, you're very stubborn. If you didn't see certain things with your own eyes, like, you wouldn't even believe that shit. But just know that, like, it's a lot more practical than magical, because people see magical things or they see miraculous happenings and they shake it off because it's so magical they just can't take it. But just know that, like, as you match that vibration that the divine is on, they're able to literally, like, place things on your timeline to literally, like, just give you the answer in real time to what it is that you need. And you need to be open and willing to trust in that, okay? We got Leo right here, which talks about self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Like, yeah, you're loyal to the divine and you know all about your beautiful creative energies, but I feel like when it's time to just be confident and put that energy into whatever it is that you want to create, there's a lot of, like, questions, a lot of hesitation still. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong with that, but this is exactly what they're helping you to transmute, like, they don't want you to have to hesitate so much or to flash back to a place where you're thinking about, like, a shadow situation being able to return to you or being able to affect you in the same way that you were affected by this in the past. Yeah, we got house 8 with transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies, helping you to face fears at this time that are very important that you face, because once you face it, you can bring healing to it and it can be removed from your energy and it'll feel, just as old as some of the things that have happened in your life feel, like some things happened that were, like, so long ago that it feels like it was another lifetime. But that pain, that hurt, the memories of certain things can still echo into this very real time, So you just have to, like, we got yang right here with proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion, You just have to find both that yin and that yang energy, And don't be afraid of the stability, and know that you earned the stability with your persistence and your loyalty, and showing the divine that you could be dependable, that you can make forward motion and be motivated by God the entire time, Like, you've already shown and proved yourself, and this is the payback you're getting, this recognition, or this, more recognition of just yourself and your power that you hold within. But you have to open your energy up to it, up to the wisdom. What is house 5 in earth? We got soul giraffe, okay? So, like, your soul is ascending, This is the number 7, okay? Which often talks about spiritual ascension, spiritual growth, advancement, holding your ground, standing your ground, maybe an increase in your protection or the way you feel your protection, like I was talking about before. The third eye is highlighted with this swirl energy, so making you much more aware of your growth and the way that you're growing and what that growth really looks like in your life, because I think in the beginning stages of your journey, you do this growth, but you really don't see much of a difference, it takes a while. So I think that they're showing you a lot of the growth that you've made, giving you a lot of credit on what it is that you have done so that you can go ahead and get these little shadows that are left, you know, because though this is a very big shadow on this card, it's not giving me big shadow energy. It's giving me, you know, just a few things here or there that came from big situations that aren't so big anymore, but knowing that it's still being transmuted out and you can still focus on your goals and do what you need to do and not feel like you have to overly protect yourself or like you have to work yourself to death just to get whatever it is that you know is already for you, you know. They want to bring you like more relaxation at a soul level, and that will echo out into everything else in your life, you know. So you'll be able to focus on your greatest work or your legendary legacy that you're meant to, you know, co-create with the divine at this time. Gorgeous. What else? We got right into this reality, okay? So writing is very powerful. I tell y'all all the time, okay? There could be some things that maybe you are a journaler. Maybe that is how you manifest. You write a lot of things down. A lot of things that you've written down are all gonna come to you at like at like the very same time, okay? Like there are beautiful things coming into you, my love. So I hope you're not like worried about anything, or you know, things could go up and down, left and right, you know, things just go crazy sometimes. But as long as you're rooted, you're grounded, and you're reacting to things properly, knowing you're protected and like really feeling secure in that, you don't have nothing to worry about, my love. You're so protected, okay? And all of these opportunities that are coming into you at this time are very going to turn out to something very wonderful, you know, and your effortless effort is required. All you have to do is just fill up your cup, okay? Because you can't pour from an empty cup and trust and act accordingly when it comes to the divine, you know. And I hope you're looking forward to this. It says, welcome to the next ascending age, okay? The next ascending age of your soul is coming in at this time because of all this hard work that you've put in. So I hope you're ready for your greatest joys to help pollinate this beautiful world, okay? Because beautiful things, look at this, popping out the middle, okay? Ready, steady, go. Like you've shot your you've shot your shot to a high goal, you know. I feel like you didn't just like it's like when you talk to the divine or when you spoke to God, or you know, however you do it, like it's like you made it very clear that you wanted a big responsibility, you know. It's like as a soul you wanted to do something big, and so there's a lot of things that you have to get out of the way in order to do this. And my stomach growled, you know, giving me this energy of like you might feel very hungry for this, very ready, like hungry for the knowledge, hungry for the wisdom, you know what I mean? Ready to do whatever it is that the divine calls you to do. Like you're not afraid to shoot your shot high, you know? And that's why you've been through so much, because they knew it was going to take a lot to stop you, and they still didn't get to stop you. Okay, look, let me in, set the spider to the fly, you know? I feel like people have been like picking at you, trying to get in to ruin you, to take your light before you even got the chance to shoot such high shots. And they still missed because you're already protected, okay? We got Squirrel Girl, which says, when I listen, the wilderness calls, you know. But this just makes me think about how, like, on superhero shows and things like that, you know, they make fun of like Squirrel Girl and Hawk Girl and all of these lower level, you know, type of heroes where they have an ability that you think you know, nobody's gonna ever need until you see them in action, and then it's like, oh, okay, that was dope. Like I didn't even know they could do that. And I feel like your gifts, your thing that you have to offer is very subtle like that. You know, people can't just look at you and just know that you are like, you know, superhero in it, you know, out here flying around. They feel like they could just walk it up to you. You know, they want to test you. They feel like they could just run up because you don't appear to have these, you know, high level hero type of powers, but you do though. You hold within you an amazing power. You carry a super wonderful legendary legacy that goes back so far that they don't even have records for that shit. So believe in that and trust in that, okay? What is the final thought on this? We got Perseus with destiny, okay? Which I feel is just perfect. So it says, you can be the hero of your own life. You can obtain the tools you need. You may be destined for greater or lesser things, but you can control your will and fate. Few things are fated. Know the difference between fate, will, and action. Take action now. The future is not set in stone. Mastery and talent may be different things, and you might feel like, true mastery is like a mystery to you, but you're already a master at so many different things. Just because you're still working on a couple of different concepts you still need to master doesn't make you any less of a master in these other areas of life that you have managed to master. It's almost like if you can't do one thing or another, you feel like everything's thrown out of whack with your destiny and just everything's going wrong. Like when shit goes to shit, it really feels like everything went to shit. But they're saying, like, well, Ganesh is saying, but like, you are always level-headed. You are always still wise. You're still a master of transmutation. You're still a master of the energy of death at the end of the day, no matter what happens. So why even take that time to slip into that energy where you let your shadows get the best of you, even if it's just for a minute, for a moment. It says Perseus is one of the most famous of Greek heroes, and it is no surprise that he ends up as a constellation shining above us. Many of the Greek gods loved a human hero, and we have a number of them assisting Perseus, including his father Zeus and the mighty Athena. The overriding story of Perseus is that the prophecy involving his mother Danae, who was the daughter of the king of Argos, it was said that the king was to be killed by his daughter's son. In order to keep her childless, the king locked her away. No lock could contain Zeus, however, and she became pregnant by him and bore a son, Perseus. The king locked them both in a wooden box and cast them into the sea. The box floated until it got caught in the nets of kindly fisher folk from the island of Seraphos, and the mother and child survived. Perseus grew to be the man who performed all kinds of heroic tasks and who tricked the Hesperides and slayed the famous Gorgon Medusa with the help of Athena's wisdom. On his way back home with the head of Medusa, it is his adventure with the beautiful chained maiden Andromeda that led him to be eventually linked and raised to the sky next to her. After defeating Medusa, Perseus continued to the realm of the king Cepheus, whose daughter Andromeda was due to be sacrificed to the horrible Cetus, a savage sea monster. She was chained to a rock, naked and terrified. Just as the monster rose to eat her, Perseus stood in front of her and used his sword to kill the monster. He married Andromeda and punished her father. They had an interesting life together, fulfilling the original prophecy of him killing the king of Argos, and at their deaths, they were raised into the sky by Athena. So, I don't know. I got a lot from that. First of all, Cetus, the savage sea monster, is on the fear card, giving me this energy of you not letting fear consume your mind, you being constantly aware of your power, you being aware of who your daddy is and where your power really truly comes from, being sure within yourself in order to defeat all of these different things that you may go through or any situations that you may come up against. I'm sure Perseus ran into many energies who underestimated his power and what he was able to do. So don't worry about people who try to do that to you, you know. Just recognize yourself as the hero or the heroine of your own life. That's what the affirmation says. I am the hero slash heroine of my own life, you know. So, with that, my love, I am done, okay? I hope you guys got something that you needed out of this, that you have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day. And I will see you later. Bye.